All right, I think we're good now. I had a little stream issue there. I just had to correct, but we're glad everybody's with us here today for our live video bowling ball reviews here at Shrewsbury Lanes. We've got Andy Cline down there on the lanes. We got 5 balls from Brunswick today. Those 5 balls are the Super Cuda Power Core Pearl, the Ethos Solid from Brunswick, the Power Hitter from Radical, the No Doubt Solid from Radical, and the Paragon Shadow from Track. So we got 5 balls for you today on this live video ball review. As usual, the left lane, I'm challenging Andy again. On the left lane is the 47-foot Mike Flanagan pattern, which is the very high volume, very long pattern. And on the right lane is your typical house shot. So that's what we've got for you here today for our video ball review demonstration. Andy just bowled here over the weekend in the doubles tournament. How'd you bowl this weekend, Andy?
I had a 6th place finish, sneaked out another cash, and some scores were high by some people, but we did what we could.
There was an 879 bowl by Shea Bittenbender this weekend.
879, and then Tony Resnick had 857.
857 and 879. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, we got 5 balls to get through here today, so let's figure out where we want to go and what we want to do here.
Which one do you want first?
Well, first of all, a question for you. Out of all those bowling balls, and I'm going to go lane side down there to the other camera, how many of them are polished? How many of them come with some, how do they come? What do we got?
The Paragon and Ethos have surface.
Okay.
The No Doubt Solid is polished. Super Cuda is polished, and the hitter, Power Hitter has.
All right, so
compound.
let's go with the Ethos and then the Paragon. Let's start with those. So let's go Ethos Solid to get started here. Show everybody your layout, what this thing looks like. I thought it was a teal rhino at first.
Same as always, 50 by 5 by 30.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's a rhino. It's a little bit brighter though.
It does look like the Teal Rhino Pro. So we're over on the house shot right now, and I'm going to tell everybody at home what Brunswick says about this ball. Their house shot here hooks quite a bit. To those of you who haven't seen Andy bowl, he gets up the back of it a bit. He's got a nice, very solid forward roll, heavy rolling ball reaction all the time for Andy. This ball in a 15-pounder comes with a 2.481 RG with a .053 diff. It's a high-level ball, is what it says here. The color is teal blue. Core is the Ethos core. The SH 4.0 solid cover stock. Solid reactive. It comes 502,000 Sierra micro pad from the factory. Ball's available from 12 to 16 pounds. 2-year warranty. Ball comes out today. If you want to pick one up, you can head over to Ray Orris Bowling and Trophy Shop here in St. Louis. They'll drill you one up and get you out the door. Or if you want to buy one online, we ship today at InsideBowling.com. The Performance Index is top performing balls offering great hook potential on a wide range of conditions. That's the high end. The Traction, balls that hook earlier on the lane, providing more hook on oilier conditions or for bowlers with lower rev rates. Balls with higher numbers will have more overall hook. And that's Andy over on the high volume pattern there, which looks like it was able to get through the pins pretty well. It's got 85 on the reaction shape strength. The higher the number, the stronger the reaction shape, 1 being the least, 100 being the most. It's got dot technology built in, dynamic core, and that's what I see from this ball here over on their website. Looking at the sheet here, their info sheet, this ball comes with on their ball performance index chart, they've got it in the upper right portion, which is for traction and high hook. High level is what it says here. Looks pretty good. Not overly reactive down lane off the end of the pattern on the house shot.
No, it's pretty controllable. I really haven't thrown many of the other Ethos in the line, so can't really compare it.
So you hadn't thrown the other Ethos balls, huh?
Not that much. So
I'll tell you, when I was doing the 2-minute ball reviews on this channel, I had the original Ethos, and I thought it was a fine bowling ball. All these balls are good, but
yeah.
I just didn't find, with all the balls that Brunswick comes out with, I didn't find where it made the bag, so to speak. Wasn't a bad ball by any means, but it wasn't a good gap filler. I felt like there were other balls at the time that could do pretty much the same thing.
Exactly.
That just rolled a little bit better for me.
That's kind of where I was too. So I didn't even throw the Ethos hybrid, but that one actually looked better. But this one seems to be a little bit stronger than the others from what I've seen.
Okay. I know that Carrie Smith used this ball on the PWBA broadcast, the stepladder final. She used this ball exclusively, won a match last week in Waterloo. I was there for that.
My partner from the first squad of Southside Doubles shot 300 with it over the weekend.
Okay.
So I think Dakota likes it a little bit.
Yeah, and this is your. I'm looking at the Brunswick balls here. That Vaporize is your big skid flip ball.
Yep.
The Mesmerize is going to outhook this, but this would be a step down from the Mesmerize and a step up from the Ethos hybrid.
I would agree with that.
Again, the left lane's very high volume, 47 feet. Right lane is your house shot. Not much oil right at the 10th board anywhere on the lane. I like that a lot, where you put that on the lane. I like, because there's oil to the right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That looked really good. All right, let's transition out of this ball and let's head over, and because I got a clear idea of what this ball does, let's take a look and see what your Paragon Shadow does here. Now I'll read the information here. Oh, wait a minute, I got you down there. Yeah, let's show everybody your layout. Take a look at the ball. There we go. It looks good. I like the black and the gray.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Paradox Black.
Yeah. Yes. Good call. Good call.
That was a good one.
It was a good one. The regular Paradox was awesome, of course. It was blue and gray, and the Paradox Black was black and gray.
Yep.
Looks just like it. So I'm going to read all the information here. It says here on Track's website, this is a dream come true. I like it when dreams come true. Boy, that just packed them. I mean, that just ran them over. So it says here, the Paragon Shadow is set to redefine performance in the Track Paragon line, merging proven technology with innovative enhancements for unmatched results. Featuring the return of the legendary iCore 3.0 and QR12 hybrid with HK22 cohesion cover stock, this release is a dream come true for track fans. However, what truly distinguishes the Paragon Shadow is the inclusion of cohesion additive technology, providing increased mid-lane traction and impressive continuation. Precisely the motion bowlers desire. This one's finished with a 15,000 grit Sierra micropad. And this powerhouse is designed to excel on the heaviest oil conditions, making it essential for lower rev rate players seeking a strong reaction shape. The performance is high on this one. It's black, ice, and smoke are the official colors. iCore 3.0, which is that Paragon core everybody knows to love. QR12 hybrid with the HK22 cohesion cover wrapped around it. hybrid reactive 500, 1500 Thayer micro pad. A lot of the stuff I already said. 12 to 16 pounds on this one. Very strong overall hook for heavy oil. Comes with a 2-year warranty, and it does come out today. Again, if you'd like to pick one up, you can pick one up at InsideBowling.com. We'd love to ship you one out today. Also 15 pounds. It's 2.486 in your RG, 0.056 diff, 0.015 asymmetry. Hyperkinetic 22. And dynamic core technology wrapped into this one as well. There's the long pattern. 4 pins.
That one, it really picks up in the mid lane.
Yeah, it really wants to make some movement there in the mid lane for you. No question.
Let's move a little bit.
You moving left?
Just a little. I stayed in the same spot as the Ethos, and I just picked up a little sooner.
Yeah, so if you've watched our live video ball reviews before, sometimes the left lane can cause Andy some problems. Sometimes you could see him like with 2-pin, sometimes 2-4-5. The ball kind of wants to roll out and quit. And we may see that from some of the lower end, weaker balls today. But that's why we offer a variety of patterns. But what I'm seeing out of this Paragon Shadow is I have yet to see any sort of reason why Andy would leave a 2-pin, and he's inching further and further left. And it's wanting to hook. So that's a good sign. You could actually maybe open up this Nemesis pattern of yours.
That's what I was thinking about.
So it does mean that it's very, very strong. And you're not a low rev player. I consider you a tweener, but because you have very heavy ball roll and you don't have a lot of axis tilt, sometimes when these bowling balls are designed about, you know, whether or not it should be for a straighter player or lower rev rate, you like to keep your angles tighter. So you kind of fall into that category a little bit, even though it's not fair to put you in that category.
I know.
But I think I know what I'm trying to say, right?
I do. I know exactly what you mean.
So we really do get to see how this ball and that Ethos performs. Probably a lot of players that are actually watching this. What's that going to do? Now, I've seen Andy throw bowling balls right in that spot of the lane when we were on this live stream, and he barely gets to the head pin.
That was a 10-board move left.
Yeah, and you still had a shot to strike. We have not used the power hitter yet. We have done the Ethos solid, and Andy is throwing the Paragon Shadow right now, which this left lane, guys, I can't tell you enough how much oil is on that lane. There is a ton of oil on that lane. Andy doesn't see that much oil ever around town, ever.
Nope.
Out of town, maybe, but it's really soupy. Now we're going to go over to the house shot, and to those of you that are betting on this live stream today, which I'm sure nobody is, but if they were, I would guess Andy's going to go high on this shot. You just threw it right in the puddle of oil in the middle of the house shot and let it sit there. If you got that one just a little bit right early, though, I think you'd be 4-pinning or worse.
I think so.
There's a giant puddle of oil in the middle of the Shrewsbury Lanes house shot. I can't tell you guys enough, if you're looking to bowl a league and you want to feel good about your game and you want to know, you want to eat good food and have a great time and be in a comfortable setting, come to Shrewsbury Lanes here in St. Louis. That one was money.
I actually took this one with me to Baton Rouge without even throwing it.
Really?
Yep. Came into play for games 2 and 3 of team event.
I'm afraid to ask. Team event was really, really hard this year, or is really, really hard. How did you fare?
I went 2-0, 2-0, 170.
That's really not all that bad.
No. And there was just a couple missed makeables that third game.
Yeah, 2020170 ain't bad.
Yeah. But team is, it's a little hard.
When you bowled 2020, where were you playing them?
I started like 12 to 7
Okay.
because we started practice throwing plastic up 12, just kind of extended a little bit, and then just started migrating left from there.
All right, let's go to another ball.
Okay.
Power hitter. We're switching over to radical now, everybody. This is the power hitter. And the thing I know about the hitter lineup is that ball, I don't mean this negative. It's just a very unique and weird rolling bowling ball. It's kind of like Radical's version of the Black Widow series.
Agreed.
A lot of players on tour use the original hitter. Like Bill O'Neill used it a lot. It was kind of a go-to ball for these guys on tour. And this power hitter is the next iteration of the hitter series. I think it needs a lot of oil for this ball to perform well. But I'm going to read about it now, Andy, as I haven't read about this ball.
Okay.
So the hitter lineup has been a staple in the Radical line, offering a highly usable and controllable asymmetric ball motion. We are now following the hitter and the hitter pearl with the power hitter. That hit with power. All right, let's see. Which increases the hook potential of the hitter line. So more hook. The power hitter core features 2.488 RG, 0.053 diff, and an intermediate differential of 0.015, yielding a strong mid-lane and continuous motion. With the addition of HK22 cohesion textured hybrid, so HK22 cohesion with the textured hybrid cover, we've enhanced the hook potential, allowing the ball to handle greater oil volumes. So Andy bowling on the house shot here. That ball's going to want to hook quite a bit, but probably not overhook if it hits the dry, just because of the core that's in it. So it's a reliable plus level as far as where they rank this ball. Black, caramel, and blue are the colors. The core is the hitter core. It's asymmetric. Hybrid reactive, as we mentioned. It comes 1500 Sierre factory compound, which means it has polish on it. That's what the compound means. You make every ball look so good on the house shot. 12 to 16 pounds, 2 years from the purchase date is your warranty again on this. And it comes out today. So if you'd like to pick up one of these power hitters, you can at InsideBowling.com. It's got Dynamic Core technology and HK22 built into it.
The colors are pretty unique for this one.
Yeah, let me take it lane level here. Let me move it down to you here. So there you go. That caramel. The caramel is the contrasting color in that one for me.
Yep.
But looks good. I like your slug color there, bud.
That way I know it's mine.
That's right. Oh, you got that one to the dry quick.
Yep.
Kind of quit on it at the release there.
Yeah.
Not your best shot. We're used to you throwing every shot perfect.
That happens all the time.
For those that don't know, Andy is a local bowler, and he bowls leagues throughout the season. He's been bowler of the year in St. Louis. He tries to get out of town and bowl some events when he can. Looks for opportunities. Bowled the PBA event last year as he won the win a spot at Springfield. That was an experience.
It was. Those guys are really good.
Bowls the Greater Ozark Tournament, bowls nationals. So Andy is your typical diehard bowler with a full-time job and almost a full-time bowling job too.
Yep.
40 hours a week at work, 40 to 50 hours a week, and then bowling-wise, you probably spend how many hours a week in a bowling center or doing something bowling-related?
Who knows?
20, 25 on average?
Something like that.
Plus tournaments?
And then I run demos for Brunswick too, so.
Yep. And then you're also involved in running tournaments now.
Yep.
So Andy is somebody who's dedicated his life to bowling.
Keeps me out of trouble.
That's right. It's been featured in, he's gone to Muskegon and actually filmed some videos with track.
That was pretty fun, I'll have to admit.
That ball hooked.
Yeah, I was a little left, but yeah. That one still wants to pick up in the mids, kind of like the Paragon, but it's not quite as strong as the Paragon.
All right, where are you going to try to look and hit and stuff like that on this one?
Let's see here.
Not to put you too much on the spot here.
Trying to hit like 4 down lane.
Okay. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit on you.
And that was it.
Yeah, one didn't get there. Let's see what happens on this one. Yeah, try to get this one a little bit further right.
Yeah.
There is hang on this pattern, so mentally it's kind of tough to just throw it to the right, but there you go. I think you aced that one.
I hit what I was trying to hit that time.
Yeah, I think you aced it. Show a replay of that one. That's on 47 feet, folks, if you're just joining us. A lot of volume. A lot of volume. We're talking like 34 mils. I believe it's a 6-to-1 ratio, too, by the way. And Andy found it on that one.
Found the hang.
Yeah. So far you've thrown the Ethos solid, and you've thrown the Paragon shadow, and now you've thrown the power hitter.
Correct.
What do you see across these 3 balls?
As far as strongest to weakest, I see the Paragon being the strongest. If I were in that, I would transition down to the power hitter if that one was too much, and then a little bit later go to the Ethos, because it's still a stronger solid, but you could still move in a little bit and still retain the energy.
That's pretty impressive in the puddle in the middle there. That looked pretty good.
Just have to be soft with it. Not my forte, but
No, it's not. You like to throw it hard, and that's a good thing in today's game. All right, let's get out of this ball here, and let's transfer over to. I'll let you choose. We can go with no doubt solid, or we can go with your Columbia 300 Super Cuda Power Core Pearl.
we'll just stay with Radical while we're there.
Okay, let's do it.
This one I really like.
I'll move to you down there. You can show everybody your layout. There we go. Normal layout. No doubt. Gwen Stefani. You can have your Black Widow down there too. You'd be spinning in the spider webs. Be perfect. Yeah, so you guys can see the length on this thing. This thing's got some length to it. All right, I'm going to read about it. No Doubt Solid. The No Doubt Solid features a super symmetrical core. What's a super symmetrical core? Is that something different than a symmetrical core?
It's Phil's version of being pretty much symmetrical after drilling.
Okay, got it.
I think that's how it goes.
Super symmetrical core with an RG of 2.485 and a differential of 0.051, now enhanced with the sensational HK22C Plus cover. The HK22C Plus cover includes the cohesion additive, a traction enhancing additive that makes the No Doubt Solid more responsive to friction. These super symmetrical bowling balls provide a wider range of after drilling differentials, bridging the gap between symmetrical and asymmetrical balls. We have further improved performance with the HK22C Plus solid cover. The core dynamics and after drilling potentials make the No Doubt Solid a strong, versatile ball. The core numbers in a 15-pounder, 2.485 with a .051 diff. Reliable Plus is the level. Black, red, and purple are the colors. The No Doubt symmetric core, solid reactive, comes 1500 factory compound, 12 to 16 pounds. 2-year warranty. Again, ball comes out today. You can pick it up at InsideBowling.com, at Roy Orr's Bowling and Trophy Shop here in St. Louis as well. And that's what we got here on the No Doubt Solid. Symmetrical ball.
Symmetrical polished solid.
So this is on the house pattern. If he gets it in the oil too long, it's going to want a 10 pin. If he gets it to the dry, then it's going to want a hook. And if he gets it to the dry too quick, it's going to boomerang off the end of the pattern and go dead left. But if he throws it right in a puddle of oil in the middle of the lane, even though it is symmetrical, it is a solid, it's got the HK22 Plus, that ball there went through the pins extremely well. There's no problems with that one. So you're in playing, what, around 17, 18 euros?
Yeah.
Not getting it right at really 12. And that ball's having no problem whatsoever. That looks good, my friend.
I like that one. It still picks up in the mids, but doesn't go dead left.
I think the hardest thing for you getting to use all these balls is which ones actually make it to your bag in a tournament, and which, you know, how do you build an arsenal, right? Like,
that's exactly true.
Because you've got existing balls that you've reviewed already, you've got some of your old favorites, balls you've got to definitely take with you, and then you add all these new ones, and you've got a lot of options.
Yeah, because like the Effect Tour and the Crown Victory are in the bag everywhere I go. So then trying to fit around all that, it's a little difficult.
Okay, so we're moving over here to the very long pattern. This will be interesting. What'd you think of that one?
I actually thought I missed right, but it still picked up, but it's still a little bit lazy getting there. Just tells me I can move a little bit more right.
I love it. I love it when you move right. That's my favorite. Oh, is it going to hook? Oh, yeah, it peeled. How awesome was that?
I thought that was in the gutter.
Well, even though it's long, I do have it so that the outside part of the lane, there is some shape to it. And look at that ball. It just came back. I'm doing replays up here for you, making you look like a champ. I was telling Andrew yesterday, if you missed the storm one we did yesterday, it's archived on our YouTube channel. The High Road 40 and the Ion Ion Max Solid. So anyway, I was doing replays, and I'm like, I feel like I'm calling a match right now, like, you know. And here's the No Doubt Solid with a strike in the 9th, foundation frame. So, dude, you know how much I love this left pattern.
Yep.
And how I like if somebody can play right of 10 with a bowling ball and have room, that you could bowl a massive score on like 6-1 as opposed to these 25-1 house patterns. So I just get all excited when you move right and you got a ball that you can miss right and a little bit left. So this ball does that.
Fun fact, this is kind of similar to singles and doubles down in Baton Rouge.
Oh, really?
I think that there's probably more volume, but because I was in the same area, maybe even further right with stronger equipment and more surface.
Okay.
But it's very similar shape.
Okay, cool. And you could definitely get some score in those events. They're not easy by any means, but you could definitely get some score there from what I understand. That one was a little left.
Yeah, they're a bit softer. I went 650, 650. But the highlight was at 650. It was all in one game pretty much, because I had the front 9.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You had the front 9 at Nationals? Oh man, how nervous were you in the 10?
I was very nervous actually. It's not like bowling 300 at league.
No.
No.
What'd you leave?
9-pin. Blister to 9-pin.
And it was in the pocket?
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah. That was probably as nervous as I've been since the very first 300.
Wow. Oh, that's good.
That's in.
Oh, I thought that was good off your hand. You had a lot of speed on that. All right, I guess let's move a little left with this thing
Okay.
on the longer pattern and see what it does. I don't expect it to do a lot. So I would anticipate you're going to come in light, maybe a 2-pin. You got a handful of that. You just wanted everybody at home to see that you can throw it like Jason Belmonte. Oh, no, wait a minute. Maybe not. Show that one again. You got good hand on that. When you watch this back, you're going to watch that one, and you're going to be like, yeah, I'm a good bowler.
It's like, why can't I throw that all the time?
Yeah, the problem is if you did that around here, you'd be through the face all the time.
Yeah.
Moving a little more left here. Hey, pretty impressed with that. I'm surprised that it's getting back that much. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I am a little surprised.
That one it's sneaky good. I mean, this is one I've thrown the most in league so far.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say right now the most versatile ball that you've used is probably this one out of the 4 that you've thrown so far.
Yeah.
And that's not to say anything bad about the other balls.
Right.
Because Tom Doherty makes that Paragon Shadow look pretty good. He won the Senior Masters with that. So that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Right? And that was supposed to happen. Like, this ball is not, the way that it's designed is it's not supposed to be the most hooking ball we're demoing here today. You don't want every ball to hit from there.
Right.
Like, you want to be able to ball down when the lanes dry up. That's why you build an arsenal. All right, I think it's time to get out of this ball. Let's go to our last ball for the day, which is the all-new Super Cuda Power Core Pearl. This ball almost looks like the Fireball.
Pretty much, just a little brighter.
There we go. Did you throw the Super Cuda much?
Do it a little bit. It was all right. It was just one of those that never.
Just never made the bag.
Yeah.
I know. It's kind of easy for a ball to get lost.
Right. Agreed.
But if you're a Columbia 300 fan, this Cuda is a really cool nameplate. Cuda had a lot of success in the 90s. I will say that there is something about this ball that it kind of just rolls different and hits different. This Cuda lineup with the core and everything.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to read through this.
Okay.
All right, so the Columbia 300 Super Cuda Power Core Pearl is the latest throwback release that combines legendary performance with cutting-edge technology. Honoring the iconic Cuda name, this new edition introduces cohesion cover technology to the series, providing a stronger mid-lane explosive back-end motion. With its vibrant colors and sharp breakpoint reaction, the Super Cuda Power Core Pearl is designed to capture attention by dominating the lanes. Experience the perfect fusion of past and present with a ball that delivers the reliable performance of the Cuda legacy, now stronger than ever. So it's in the high series, it's Golden Cherry, Cuda Power Core, HK22C Formula 1 Pearl. Pearl reactive. Comes 1500 Sierra factory compound, which means it's polished. 12 to 16 pounds. Medium oil is what it's designed for. Bowling on the house shot here. That ball really read the mid lane on that one, doing you got it just a little bit right.
Yeah.
Comes out today, 15 pounder. It's 2.501 RG with a .047 differential. And again, this ball is the Cuda Power Core weight block, and it looks like the old school weight block, where it's got that puck inside, very dense puck inside the light bulb shaped core. It still works good.
Comparing this to the Cuda Pearl, which was one I liked, it's definitely a lot more mid lane and a lot sharper off the back end. Because the Cuda Pearl was very smooth and continuous for a Pearl. This is not the same.
Hey, everybody that's watching here today, if you'd like to pick up Hammer t-shirts this week only, now until next Wednesday. We do a new item every week at InsideBowling.com. This week, Hammer t-shirts are 15 bucks.
Got one this morning.
$15 Hammer t-shirts this week. Boom. Are we ready to move over to the long oil again?
Sure.
With this ball now?
I don't know what to expect over here.
You know, I don't either. I mean, I think I'd like for you to start playing out around 7 with it. I think that could look really good, personally. That looked good. I know it's not your comfort zone, but crossed right around 7, dude. Stood up on it a little bit, but it laid there. I get to watch all your shots in slow motion. Did you like what that did?
I did, actually. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect.
A little bit further left and up the lane. Just hooks on you. You bowled a lot over the weekend.
I did. And I don't know when I'm going to stop here right now, so if you can't hear the shoes, that's why.
Oh yeah, little
squeaky.
We've had some, yeah, we've had, the approaches are a little tacky. It's not the bowling center's fault by any means whatsoever. It's just something that happens in the St. Louis area with humidity. It's a very humid state here. I don't know. I don't even know how I explain that to people, but St. Louis can be like a sauna when you walk outside. That's good. That was perfect. Yeah, I noticed you do normally slide a little bit more than you are today.
Yeah.
And again, they do a great job of keeping their approaches in excellent shape here. But yeah, they're a little tacky today. But it's based off of the weather and what's going on. I tell you that the temperature here in Shrewsbury Lanes right now is very comfortable. The AC works well here.
We've had a lot of rain the last few weeks.
Well, we set a record for the month of April all time in St. Louis for amount of rain. It's been insane. All right, here we go. That's my favorite shot I think you've thrown with this ball. I love when you play that line, dude.
It's like it wanted to go, but it just kind of laid off.
I know I designed this pattern and I'm biased to this pattern, but this is the type of pattern that allows you to strike just about the same amount of time if you're playing up the lane compared to somebody with a massive rev rate. It gives you a chance to strike with everybody. As long as you float it a little left to right,
Yep.
you can pretty much play anywhere right at 12, and you're around the pocket with this Super Cuda Power Core Pearl.
as long as you get it to like 3-4 down lane, it's,
Yeah.
you
And
have a little bounce off 1-2.
Yeah, and a lot of people think, 47 feet, the break point's not 4.
Right.
Although the break point's probably more like 6. You get it to 4, and then when it exits at 47 feet, it's probably around 6.
Let's go a little left here.
I expect this ball not to hook.
Might have tugged it a little bit.
Yeah, because you missed left, it bailed you out. But if you projected that ball out to the right, I think you would two-pin.
Let's try a better one here.
But overall, I mean, for the 5 balls we've got here today for everybody, we've got quite a variety. And I know we got fans across all the different brands. Some people love Columbia 300 balls. And when you compare these to the lineup, yeah, that's what I wanted. That's the executed shot there where you two-pin, what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do with that ball. But as you're a fan of these different brands, as you fill in the gaps, some people are Brunswick people, so that Ethos solid is perfect. Some folks love Radical, right? Love everything about Radical. You got 2 great options now. And, the track fans out there, I mean, who's not going to like a Paragon Shadow, right? Who's not going to like a Paradox Black coming back,
right.
updated in today's world, right? I liked how that shaped.
Kind of backed off speed a little. Try to make it shape a little bit.
I kind of feel like that ball is just like a condition-specific ball for
so.
whatever reason. I just feel like you could be bowling a tournament and the scores could be low, and you pull that thing out, and everybody's like, "Man, did you see what Andy did? He just bowled 750 the last 3. He went from 19th to 2nd." I'm like, "Oh yeah, what ball's he using?" "Oh, he's using the Super Cuda Power Core Pearl." What? What? I don't have that ball in my bag. Dude, look at how that ball's going through the pins.
Yeah, I will agree with that statement. It seems very specific, condition specific.
I mean, it just mows through the pins. Like, you'll watch that replay back and be like, dude, like all the pins just lifted up like an inch and then just walked back into the pit. Yep, consistently leaving a 2-pin when you're too deep on 47 feet, which again is what you're supposed to do. But I'll tell you, man, that cover stock that Brunswick has right now, that HK22 and HK22C and HK22C Plus and all these variations, it reminds me of Power Coil from the late 90s, the early 2000s. It's just a winning cover stock.
Yeah, I agree.
It really is. And the tweaks that they make to it with how it comes from the factory as opposed to, how much they dial it up and down with the mixtures and then matching them with the cores. This is just a really good cover stock. So all these balls have some sort of iteration of it on them.
And they all take surface adjustments really well.
Yep.
So if you don't like the way it is, change it up. Do a different reaction, but you'll still like it.
Yeah. So what do you want to do here to finish things out?
What do you think?
Let's go over to the house shot.
Okay.
Let's go over to the house shot and let's play. Let's see if any of these balls can strike from like around 20. You may have to soften up your ball speed a little bit, which you hate to do. So you're welcome. Let's throw one shot with each ball, good or bad, and who cares? All right, 4-pin. Let's then I guess we'll go no doubt solid next.
Go back up.
Yeah, we'll just work our way up, playing 4th arrow, just to see what it looks like on the house shot. Throw all these balls. Everybody, these balls are all available today. Today is release day. We normally put these videos out like when they kind of get announced, but I was working the PWBA for a couple weeks. Andy was right in the heart of bowling season and going to nationals, and so we try to bring these things to you when we can. Hopefully you learn something from these videos, from Andy throwing these balls and us talking about them. Oh, look at that light hit there. Keeping the pins low on the deck. Playing 4th arrow on a house shot. With only your own transition out there. All right, so now from here we go to the hitter. I think the hitter was next.
Yeah.
The power hitter, I should say. You know, every good baseball team needs a power hitter.
Exactly.
So I don't know if Radical's sending these to every MLB team or not, but might need to. Dude, you're getting a nice handful of it, man, in there playing 20. Look at you.
I can every once in a while.
Yeah. Got the messenger off the wall there. That was awesome. All right, so now we go, was it Ethos next? Or what ball we start with? We started with the Ethos.
We did.
Yeah, so we go Paragon Black. Six lays into the 10. I know you wanted to get that one a little bit further right, I think.
I see a little bit of friction, but
Yep. All right, and the final ball here, we're going to go with the Ethos Solid. This ball, out of the bigger balls that you've thrown, is going to be a little bit smoother off the end of the pattern from what I've seen. So this one has an opportunity to possibly flat 10, but we'll see.
oh,
We got it right. We'll give you a second chance on that one.
that wasn't a good one.
Andy, I appreciate you coming out and doing this as always.
No problem.
Giving the folks at home an opportunity to see how these bowling balls roll. Obviously, we're a full-service pro shop. You guys can order these balls at Inside Bowling. Certainly do appreciate the support over the years and everything that we do here. Oh, you tugged that right in oil. And it sat there. One more with that ball.
Okay.
In between the last two. You nailed the first 4 balls. I liked what you did with the first 4 balls. But we got to give this, since it does say Brunswick on the screen, and this is the Brunswick ball that we've got in here. We got to throw one 9.5 out of 10 at least. Yep, that's what I thought I would do. That was exactly where I wanted to see that one. Andy, thanks, buddy.
No problem.
Any final thoughts on these balls?
Available today. Go to your pro shop.
Go pick one up, everybody. Yep. All right, that's going to do it for our live stream today for these bowling balls with Andy Cline. Certainly do appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll have more of these for you in the future. We've also got a lot of live streams coming up here starting in July. We've got the Spa City Classic will be coming up in July. We've got it on our website, Inside Bowling, for a list of all of our events. We've also got some other things coming up that we're going to be announcing very, very soon. Make sure you follow us on social media and pay attention to what we got going on here on YouTube. Make sure you ring that notification bell. We'll have more live bowling for you soon right here on Inside Bowling. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, these bowling balls are available today. You can pick them up at InsideBowling.com, or if you're in the St. Louis area, at Ray Horse Bowling and Trophy Shop. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see you later.